Hey guys, Brian delivered you the goods here. I'm returning to you tonight for this Wednesday versus video tonight. I'll get the thumbnail ready in a second for it, but this Wednesday versus video tonight is for Nirvana versus the Foo Fighters that I'm pinning together in this video to see who I'm deeming to be the winner or the loser in this case. But overall, I'm going to discuss what I'm going to be talking about in this Nirvana and Foo Fighters matchup for the Wednesday versus Video Season 4 Episode 6 and let you know my thoughts on who the winner is going to be. So let's dive into this special video tonight. So pretty much it's premiering at midnight, just so you know. I know I'm getting it out a little too late. It's just there's a lot of things going on right now outside of YouTube, work life, and personal life that's been doing good, but it's just I've had a bit of moments where I've had my good and bad days like everyone else. But other than that, to get back on subject, um, still I'm doing alright. But to get back on subject, I'm going to start with Nirvana first. They only made 3 records, and the drummer from Nirvana was the lead singer for Foo Fighters. And still, I think Nirvana did have some good hits. I mean, their third record was definitely something they were trying different. And it was the last record with Kurt Cobain. In my opinion, I don't necessarily hate Nirvana. I mean, to each their own. People will dislike them because of how they sound and their trash grunge kind of style. I don't know, they have a weird post-grunge style that not a lot of people can get on board with. And I can understand why some people think Nirvana is kind of trashy with the old days with Kurt Cobain, Dave Grohl, and all them. But from what I've listened to with Nirvana, I've heard their discography. It's not a big discography. It's only 3 albums. So you're not in for a long record or a long listen of their discography. Just like an hour or 2 of a listen. Maybe like 2 or so hours. But other than that, Nirvana has some highlights like Come As You Are. Um, then they have, what's that song from the In Utero album? Heart Shaped Box, I believe. That was one of my favorites. And Smells Like Teen Spirit was a great one. They have a few other ones that were pretty much gems, like Lithium was a pretty catchy one. But other than that, from what I listened to with Nirvana, I'm impressed with their discography, but still, it's a shame about Kurt Cobain's passing, which he was a talented songwriter. Guitar-wise, it's just he was kind of a rhythm guitarist. He wasn't the best guitarist, but he was okay. He wasn't as bad as MGK, I'll tell you that much. At least he had the songwriting style down. And also, some of the guitar riffs, he probably needed work, but like I said, may he rest in peace. He will be missed to this day. Now to talk about Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters, I love their discography. I mean, Medicine at Midnight wasn't their best record, but it wasn't their worst. I enjoyed majority of Foo Fighters discography. I think the last record was as we are, but here we are. That's the album's name. That was the last record. That was their strongest record. And then they had that was the last record, to be honest. That was in 2023 or 4. And yeah, it was after, because Dave Grohl's been through so much tragedy. with Taylor Hawkins being the last tragedy that he went through. And that was a shame, because may he rest in peace too. He was a talented drummer, for sure. And I think The Pretender's one of my favorite songs. And you have There Goes My Hero, or My Hero, was a pretty strong one. My favorite one was All My Life. That was a pretty strong one. Starts off small, melodic for a bit, then it comes in hard with the basic drum work in the chorus, and also the bridge is my favorite aspect of the song. But other than that, I think for what I listen to, if I were to choose a winner, I'd choose both. Because honestly, it's hard to match this up and think, oh, well, Foo Fighters would have been the better choice. And yes, they would have been the preferred choice because they have a longer discography, like 9 or 10 albums, or something around there. I think it's 10 or 11 albums, it's somewhere around there, but it's a long discography, I'll tell you that. But for what I listened to and what I've gathered, I enjoyed both bands' discography, in my opinion. I know everyone's going to have their own opinion, and to each their own. That's fine. I just personally think both bands are the preferred winner in this video. So I'm going to choose both as the winner for this time around for Season 4, Episode 6 for Nirvana versus Foo Fighters. Hope you enjoyed this Wednesday versus video tonight, and thank you guys for watching.